Iswarshan time, honey. Iswarshan time. Ah, Alia, as always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that, in exchange for ether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Ishtola's suggestion, I began providing said ether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth for the Void once more. Excellent! I shall inform Y'shtola and Estinian, and then go to collect my other vessel from the alchemist. In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuj and Kama. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city Tafor. Once we have attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here.
Everyone is so carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxury is a loss to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a Voidsent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why. What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end?
Don't ask me.
But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it. Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
Come with me. Varshan is waiting. Why did it take me for a second to actually...
So you're heading back now? Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
Okay, I need to talk to everyone right now. Estinian, if you're ready to go back to it, then so am I. Y'shtola? I have been at a great work discussing our experiences in the Void with the alchemists. Though they found much of it surprising, they were especially shocked to learn that darkness prevents souls from finding rest. Bro? So much ether. I can't remember the last time I felt such fullness. I could get used to this.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the Void once more.
Oh. Where are we going? Like, we're going back to the Void, but where?
What is it?
Huh? Oh. Okay, Vrtra? Who are you calling?
He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
What?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
What? Oh.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
How? She is too big for that.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
Ah, this is how we are going to
North, you
Garlemald.
say? Beyond the bounty. Garlemald.
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
I don't think she is very upset about that.
Oh, probably
I told you
not.
before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in radz-at-han until we return?
No, she comes with us.
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
This is her way of saying, I want to go adventuring with you. Thank you very much.
If Ashdire was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
I'm Zero.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium.
Okay. With whom?
We'll need to teleport to make it there in time.
Alphino? He was talking
Can
to
you?
Alphino, wasn't he?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
It's okay.
Roll credits.
This is the end, right? This is
Yep.
just the one MSQ. By all accounts, Ashdaya is Golbus' prisoner. Yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, only for a fleeting moment. But that is mere conjecture. If you want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Yes, let's go! Wait, am I going to be teleported automatically? Do I not need to pay? I thought of to depart from radz-at-han sooner, but Y'shtola insisted I bring warmer clothes. This vessel does not feel cold as such, but she reminded me that so long as I am Varshan, it would be prudent not to appear overly conspicuous. Ah, she has a point. I trust you know the associates who will be joining us. Hopefully they have been keeping well. Of course I know, my children are here. People live in such places, do they? Not that I would presume to know their preferences, but it seems uncomfortable.
Any moment now.
Where are
My
children?
friends, 'tis good to see you again.
There they are.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. They've taken steps towards forming an interim government, but it will be some time before any large-scale reconstruction effort can be carried out in earnest.
Can we rebuild Garlemald? Like, Ishgard restoration? Garlemald restoration?
So we'll keep doing what we can until they can finally stand on their own. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
You're doing a fine job, my children.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Jullus and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
So there will be a Guardian in the rest.
I don't know. Even if there will be, I don't think it will be anytime soon. Maybe like 7.0.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
Yes.
Though you yourself helped them take one especially big step, didn't you? In vanquishing that blasphemy in the Tower of Babel?
Oh, they actually referenced it.
Thank you. I can only hope that your deed will help the people to find peace and closure.
But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company besides?
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
This is Xenos' avatar. Just saying. Yeah, the one that tried to slash Alizé in Garlemald, remember?
The 13th? After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
They know me well.
You could have at least invited me too.
Oh no, she's jealous.
Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I thought you were busy. I'm sorry. Oh no.
I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly.
I don't believe you, but okay, let's say.
But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
Oh, she's okay. Don't worry about it.
I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
Okay, fine.
You're right to be cautious. I'm a Voidsent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Alizé being Alizé.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand.
Yes.
As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Garlemald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have.
Oh?
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Oh.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Jullus reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon Voidsent servants.
Yeah, the Reapers. Yes, we know.
The very same I believe you have mastered.
Oh yes, I did. I like this. When Alphino says Garlean art
Yeah.
practices with Voidsent, and then he turns to me and says, "The very same I believe you have mastered because I have a Reaper."
While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
Right?
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ashdaya was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible.
Let's go investigate.
Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Okay, how are we going to go then?
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Jullus may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Alright, sure. Ah, Alia! What a welcome surprise! And I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. Apologies if we interrupt Jullus, but there's a matter we wish to discuss. We just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. Is this about the Voidsent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes. They had a village there in the Lepus Manalis caverns. Oh, that's the name of the dungeon, just saying. The Scythe wielders forged pacts with Voidsent and took battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military. The advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. And when some were unmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking of their art, it seems you have picked it up. Who was it that taught you? Drusilla. Drusilla taught me. Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. My sister has been taken captive by Voidsent. I sensed her presence in this land and have come in search for her. If Voidsent have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they are not easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had has broken down. It'd still be over in Cerulia Ingens, where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Pepper's then. Their duty included transporting Cerulean tanks to Uturna Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. They can help us, I'm sure they will. Oh. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Voidsent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. Do you even need to ask? In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who is well versed in the local geography. Alize, was it? I wish to speak with you. What? In that case, why don't you come with us to Tupper's Den? We can chat on the way.
What was it you wished to talk about?
What?
Why do you help these people?
What do you mean?
What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry too, what?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
Because of the kindness of her heart?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
She's trying to understand the workings of this world so much. Poor Zero.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right.
Why do I have a feeling that Alize and Zero will be like good friends?
To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Yes. Try it, it's fun. Come on, Zero. Poor lady doesn't understand anything. Well, if you spend so much time in the void trying to survive, I suppose you wouldn't understand anything either. We should get back to it, but before we do... Are you alright, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I'm ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. It's not much farther to Tupper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak with the first one we spot. Sure. Oh, it's literally here. Oh my god, someone already bought it?
What?
This mount, do you know what this is? It's a 4-seater mount, and it costs 4 million MGP. Wait, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. Oh, that was a long time ago. Well, not that long, but long time ago. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered to help, whether we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we are truly grateful. We are grateful to you too, Alize. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerelia Ingens. We were told you might be up to the task. Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth? Huh? That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. The least I can do to repay your kindness. Wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far so good, Alia. Let's be on our way. Let's go. Yes. Ooh, I want to teleport. Yes. Because I'm lazy. Oh. I didn't see you teleport. You should have told me. Now I spent 70 gil. Get back to me.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
Go away. Go away.
Wait.
Stop.
Damn it, woman.
Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft? I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big, and so are its parts. Some strong facts should make the work go faster. You have ours. Oh, Estinian, are you going to help? You finished learning about the mountain, I take it? Aye, we have a solid grasp of that area, as well as the site of the snowcraft. My deck is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for Voidsent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. Then let's all head over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. Goodbye. You go. Bye-bye. What are we to do now? Matters here well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Alia? What do you want me to do? I can, yes, but what do you want me to do? How about you, Zero? Don't overthink it, lady. Come. I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless. Like, you don't need to pay for anything, Zero, you know that, right? My thanks again for agreeing to help. The Isabard contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We have yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us with the task today. I'll do it. Well, Alia, it looks like you're with me then. Voidsent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol the Eblan Rhine. Shall we? Voidsent were spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned. But hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward, and I will have a look to the north. If you should encounter any Voidsent, I won't begrudge you for dispatching them without me. Thank you, Alizé. Mighty kind of you to think that way.
A few moments later.
All finished, are we? Good. The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary. Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security. Though things will never be as they once were.
True.
If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
I'm so proud of my children. Just saying. Oh no.
Oh? Lest you misunderstand, I wasn't fishing for a compliment. As I said, I'm doing this because I want to.
I know.
Cringe.
Still, I appreciate your support.
Always.
Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble.
Why do I have a feeling?
I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Oh. Wait, is Zero distributing food? Am I seeing this correctly? Yes.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
Oh. From the days before, I suppose? Before the 13th fell?
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Thank you again for your help. Zero,
Everyone is so kind.
I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Seriously, Zero.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
They just met.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Hey, what about me?
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along? I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
Oh, stop lying.
If you say so.
We all know you care. Stop.
Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry? We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azim step-style dumplings. Buds, they call them. Never had a dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables, usually, that you bake or steam.
He doesn't know.
We have our own recipes in Garlemald, too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones. Just think of it as bread, all right?
That looks delicious.
Yes, it does.
How much time did you guys spend on
Making
making
that
that model? That looks really delicious. I want some.
Wow.
I should warn you, though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle, though.
Just eat it, woman.
Interesting.
What?
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Yeah, because it's spicy.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Jullus, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
Why did you say it that way?
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Yes, I'm coming.
Alphino, Alize.
What? I'm already like, there's a problem.